Hey. This is Individual Perspective Podcast, and I'm your host, Daris D. McKinney, and we're doing a little bit more TikTok browsing, okay? Let's see what's up on this one. This looks crazy, okay?
At my friend's house the other day, and it was two of his guy friends over there, and they're spitting game. And there's like three things that he said that really stuck with me. The first one he said was, all men know that most women don't uphold the standards that they set for themselves. I said, oh. He said, yeah, we know that. We know that. That's why we can get away with things one, two, three, four times. And we can say, we're going to do better, we're going to change, and never really change or half implement the change because we know that you don't uphold the standards that you set for yourselves. I said, oh, okay. So just know they're aware, right? They're aware. Men know when they got a weak bitch, right? Men know. That's one. Two.
So interesting. Like, I think that women kind of I didn't mean to scroll from that. I think women kind of look at themselves and see like, I'm prettier than that girl. I'm prettier than that girl. I'm prettier than that girl. I'm prettier than my friends. I'm prettier than my mother. I'm prettier than my sisters. I'm prettier than my cousins. And once they have that kind of, most likely they're accurate about it, they go on a nut and expose themselves in certain ways that are just not good long term for them. There's no way a real man that got real respect for himself in the woman that he wants to be with, he's going to allow his woman to be on the internet, even if it's as a character or whatever the hell this is, in a bonnet and a robe, showing her, not big boobs, but somewhat flat chested or whatever situation, but it's at the same time as female breasts with a bra and all the other stuff. Slightly, you're able to see it with her robe on, and this is her saying that she got a decent summer body at all times. This is her way of psychologically presenting that. But no real man is going to settle down or take a woman serious if she did it in the past, let alone right now. Go on TikTok and do a video analyzing men and how men interact with women and all that stuff like that in a bonnet and a robe, even if that's her character and she's making millions of dollars doing it on TikTok. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. Even like the good part about women making all this money and doing whatever they're doing is because you got to be the breadwinner. You got to be something that makes a man say it's worth even tolerating his woman exposing herself on the internet in a bonnet and a robe, barely dressed. Get what I'm saying? It's just like, wow. Look, women, your standards, whatever they are, whatever standards that you have, is irrelevant to a man that got it. A well-do, well-established, well-financial guy. You know what I mean? Now, men, we always go through our little come-ups. We always leveling up and we going through whatever we're dealing with to try to level ourselves up or whatever. And that it's a messy situation. Most guys, it's not pretty for us to be successful. Okay? But if you're dealing with men that are successful, they have standards that they had once they came into knowledge of themselves. So it never wavers, it never fluctuates. It's the way that they always wanted to interact in a relationship. So you're not trying to figure out, are we upkeeping our standards or anything? We know a woman that's she's gonna naturally fall into what the standards is for an average relationship, a basic relationship. And a basic relationship is for you not to have a personality that's so out of control that you cut on your phone and you go on the internet in a bonnet and a robe and just got that data out there and that recording out there, even if you're making money off of it, it's just a presentation. It's not good to walk into Fortune 500 meetings with. It's just not. It's just, I don't even know if I want to even listen to the rest of what she got to say. This is crazy. This is enough, okay?
At my friend's house the other day, and it was two of his guy friends over there, and they're spitting game, and there's like three things that he said that really stuck with me. The first one he said was, all men know that most women don't uphold the standards that they set for themselves. I said, oh. He said, yeah, we know that. We know that. That's why we can get away with things 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And we can say, we're going to do better, we're going to change, and never really change or half implement the change because we know that you don't uphold the standards that you set for yourselves. I said, oh, okay. So just know they're aware, right? They're aware. Men know when they got a weak bitch, right? Men know. That's one. Two, he said, a lot of women settle. And we know that. Women will settle. They'll say, I want someone who's honest and loyal. But I'll lie to you and you'll still accept me because you don't believe that you'll get both of what it is that you're asking for, what it is that you're desiring from a relationship. So because I'm...
It's like, if this is supposed to be an advice, mogul money bag, so obviously she makes money from doing TikTok videos and all this stuff. She got like a 905K likes on this stuff, so women pretty much agree with this stuff. Look, I'm new to it, so I don't know, but it's irrelevant. When you're getting courted by a man, it's not the decision of what a woman does to get the man. He's kind of looking for something deep in you. There's certain men I want women to understand that men do not think like women. We are animalistic to things that are really important. The more important it is, the more our animalistic kicks in. So we kind of like connect with things that are subconsciously done by women. Not that we having a conversation about it, that you subconsciously do it, and it's not something that we never have to tell you. We never had to talk to you about it. You do it automatically. It's you. It's you on reflex. It's you when you're not even paying attention to what you're doing. You're falling right into the pocket of what we want. You get what I'm saying? And what we want is for you to be selfless. You get what I'm saying? And to know by being selfless, you're actually helping secure all the things you want. Because the man doesn't have to fight with you. He doesn't have to con you. He doesn't have to manipulate you to not mess with his goals, not mess with his task, not mess with his mindset. And that's what women don't understand. When we got to play to what you want or what your feelings are or how you perceive the stuff that's going on, is you're distracting from the actual execution of the overall outcome you want. So certain things women do that are innately in them are what we connect to, what we gravitate to, and that's what we court for. All this other stuff is something to make y'all feel good about hearing yourself talk. Okay. I'm pretty much done with my opinion on this because it's pretty wild, you know. We're all kind of average looking and stuff. Really, majority of all people are average looking. If you're out of the norm of average looking, you could play the game you want, but all you're going to do is just fall right into 30, 40 years old, and then you got to settle. You know what I'm saying? Because life will settle you. Life will settle you or leave you deserted. You know this. I don't have to tell you this. You know this. All women know this. Check you out.